the top 10 mistakes that couples make when trying to conceive and how to fix them naturally. If you're watching me or listening to me for the first time, please follow us so that you may not miss any of such amazing content. So, most couples often think that getting pregnant is easy, like you're gonna maybe stop using the contraceptives and then you're going to try to conceive and just get pregnant. But you may find out that months or even years later you are still struggling to conceive without answers. And the truth is, most infertility challenges are not because there's something wrong with your body. It is often, or it may often come from some hidden mistakes that may be sabotaging your fertility. So in our today's video, I want us to explore the top 10 mistakes that couples make while trying to conceive, and I'm gonna be providing natural research-backed solutions so that you can start using them right away. And before we dive in, if you've been using or if you ever used contraceptives, like the pills, injections, implants, hormonal IUDs, you may want to stick around until the end because I'm going to share with you a resource that shows you how to detox your body, to balance your hormones, and restore your fertility naturally so that you can be able to conceive quicker than usual. Let us talk about mistake number one: ignoring the effects of past contraceptives. Contraceptives leave behind hormonal imbalances, they deplete micronutrients like zinc, folate, and B6. And this can cause disrupted cycles, and this can linger for so long even after stopping. Many women try for months without realizing that your body is still recovering from these synthetic hormones that have been dumped in your body. There's a report I was reading from WHO, and it showed that some contraceptives like the depot may remain in your body for up to 18 months, shutting down ovulation. Can you imagine? So the fix here is to support detox pathways. You need to replenish those lost micronutrients and rebalance your hormones before you can even try to conceive. And this is exactly what my contraceptive detox plan walks you through. You can actually get it and be able to do this. Mistake number two: only focusing on the woman. Did you know that nearly 40% of infertility cases are due to male factors, such as low sperm count, poor motility, blockages, or even lifestyle habits? For example, excessive smoking, drinking, taking marijuana, all of those things. Yet, most couples only test and treat the woman. This is not fair. Here the fix is both partners should optimize their diet, your lifestyle, and your fertility health. Don't just let the woman go to the facility for checkups alone. Even the man should accompany her and do the tests, change their lifestyle, their diet, their exercising, everything that the woman is doing to try and conceive. The man should also be doing the same so that, they are not doing this mistake. On to mistake number three. If you're watching this and you've not subscribed, please take just a second to subscribe so that you don't have to miss such amazing content. Mistake number three: over relying on fertility drugs and treatments. I know you've heard of medications like Clomid or procedures like IVF. They are good and they normally help, but sometimes if you rush to doing them so quickly, they may mask deeper issues without addressing the root cause. And procedures like the IVF are so pricey. If you can be able to address these root causes, if they are addressable, you can be able to avoid such costly procedures, and in some cases they may even increase long-term risks. So the fix here is to focus on natural restoration first, that is hormone balance, nutrition, detox, and stress reduction. That is, we are assuming that you don't have maybe issues like you don't have fibroids, you don't have blocked tubes, things like that. If you don't have that, then avoid this mistake. Before we go into mistake number four: What challenge are you currently facing as far as trying to conceive is concerned? How long have you been trying to conceive, and what has your journey been like? Let me know there in the comment section. Mistake number 4 is not understanding your fertile window. Did you know that many couples try to time sex on the day 14, because a lot of us believe that you may be ovulating at around that time, but cycles vary from one person to another. The fix here is to learn to track your fertile cervical mucus, because that is the number one way you know when you're ovulating and when your fertile window begins. There's a video I did, check it out here. I was teaching about natural birth spacing and I talked in depth about the fertile cervical mucus. Please check it out. Another way that you can know is by using the ovulation predictor kits. You can get these ones from Amazon. Mistake number 5, stressing out about sex. When intimacy feels like a chore, you feel like you have to do it like 10 times every day. If you do this, stress hormones are gonna rise and your fertility is going to fall. So keep this fun and connected. And what I would advise is aim for regular intimacy, maybe twice a week rather than rigid scheduling. So avoid that mistake, because it's going to feel like such a duty and it's going to be stressful, and your fertility does not like stress at all. So avoid mistake number 5 at all cost. Mistake number 6 is overlooking toxins in your daily life. These toxins, we are talking about household cleaners, shampoos, plastics, and even some foods that contain chemicals that may mimic hormones and disrupt fertility. These ones I'm talking about chemicals that may mimic the estrogen in your body, the progesterone in your body. Most times it's the estrogen, and these ones disrupt your fertility. So the fix here is to switch to natural products. Make sure that you're filtering your water and limit exposure to environmental toxins. Let me give you an example of an environmental toxin. It could be some you see these sprayers that we use in the toilet to make the toilet smell nice after using it. If you're trying to conceive, it's good to avoid that, or get one that has natural products. That one you need to do a little bit more research. Mistake number 7, poor nutrition and hidden deficiencies. If you're using caffeine, like taking 3, 4, 5 cups of tea, coffee, you're taking alcohol, you're smoking, and this also includes the men, taking a lot of processed foods, all of this can interfere with fertility. And meanwhile, also deficiencies in folate, vitamin D, and zinc also block healthy conception. So here the fix is you need to eat a fertility-friendly diet rich in leafy greens, legumes, take a lot of nuts, lean proteins, and omega-rich foods. And if you've been using contraceptives, you know that you need to replenish your micronutrients, your vitamin Ds, your zinc, your magnesium, because without these micronutrients, you will not be able to support or to have a healthy conception. So that is mistake number 7. Have you hit that like button? Because if you do so, YouTube normally pushes this content to so many other people so that they can also be helped. If you're watching this from Substack, do the necessary just restack. Thank you. Mistake number 8, ignoring male sperm quality. Have you ever heard things like heat is not good for men? Those men that soak themselves in hot tubs. They wear tight clothing, smoking, and certain exercises like maybe cycling for so long. All of this can reduce sperm quality. So the fix here is encourage lifestyle changes, and also for the man, add nutrients that we've talked about like the zinc, selenium, and also vitamin C to support sperm health. Also, don't wear tight clothing for men. Do not stay in hot tubs, hot showers for so long. avoid driving for so long, because also driving can also, overheat or heat your balls. That is where the sperms are made, and it can actually affect this. So mistake number 9, we're almost done. Believing unexplained infertility means hopeless. I don't know whether that point has got home. And let me try to explain this. No, being told there is no reason for your struggles does not mean there isn't one. Several issues like post-contraceptive hormone disruption, chronic stress, or toxin buildup, they may often be overlooked. For example, you'll go to the facility, you tell them, I've been having the implant, I want to remove it so that I can conceive. And, the healthcare provider will just remove the implant, and they are not going to give you a recovery plan after. They are going to just assume that you've removed the implant, everything should go back to normal. But you know that this implant may have done a number on you. For example, your uterine lining is thinned, your cervical mucus quality is really poor, and your ovulation has been shut down temporarily. So you need to be able to awaken this your natural cycle so that you can be able to conceive. So the fix here is to take a holistic approach, detox, restore, and rebalance. That is so important. Mistake number 10, the last one, waiting too long to act. Many couples wait until they are already frustrated before seeking support, and this can cause you to lose a lot of precious time, get into depression, anxiety, especially if you're facing a lot of pressure from your partner, from your in-laws. So the fix here is to begin preparing your body now, because fertility thrives in a state of readiness, not pressure. It hates pressure. It hates pressure so much. So the mistakes above that I have mentioned silently robs couples of your dream of parenthood. But the good news is that you can actually fix them naturally. And if you've ever used contraceptives, as I mentioned up there, like when I was beginning, this may be the number one hidden mistake that is standing between you and your baby. Things like pills, injections, and implants, they don't just prevent pregnancy, they can leave behind imbalances that can stall conception for months or even years. There's even one woman I saw, she told me that she has been trying to conceive post-depot for 7 years. This is insane. And that is why I created a step-by-step guide. It is called Detox from Contraceptives to Balance Hormones and to Help You Conceive. And inside, you're gonna learn how to flush out these synthetic hormones, to restore your cycle, and to create a fertile environment that your body actually needs. Don't let these mistakes hold you back. Just give your body the fresh start that it deserves. You can actually get this guide. Check just this link below this video. If you're watching from YouTube, check the first comment or in the video description, or if you're watching from Substack, you can actually also get it down there. So thank you so much, guys, for watching in. Share this video so that a lot of women can be helped and supported to conceive this year. Yes, thank you. Follow, like, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.